we're talking about tonight. Nintendo's systems ranked. Yeah, we're going to rank them from top to bottom, the top 10. We're also going to talk about a little bit about maybe some Apple news. Who knows? Magic Mike's looking forward to that one. How about the second film in a trilogy seems to be the best one? And of course, Spaceballs 2 was announced. So let's get into that and a little bit more. Here we go.
According to Wikipedia, a nerd is a person seen as overly intellectual, obsessive, introverted, or lacking social skills. Many so-called nerds are described as being shy, quirky, pedantic, and unattractive. We're here to prove Wikipedia right.
Oh, look who they let in.
This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. If it's fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, movies, interviews, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, and here's your host, Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike.
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life, episode number 478. Here it is June 17th, 2025. Gang is in the house. They're ready to podcast. So we're going to call this one a short podcast, but I don't know.
We do often, and it never is.
No, it never is.
No. I love how he timestamped this one on digital. He's like, June 17th, 2025.
Yeah,
Yes, I like that.
That's a rarity. You don't get that.
It only took me 13 years to try to do that. Isn't that crazy?
Only. Hey, guys, happy Father's Day, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I hope you guys enjoyed yours.
I did.
Terrific. Terrific day.
I love. Hey, Magic Mike, that's a beautiful segue. On Father's Day, I want to share what I got. Can I do a little show and tell? This is a little. Yep. This is Magic Mike. I love what it says. Yeah. I am your papa.
Yes.
And it's Darth Vader. That's actually pretty cool. Well, we could not have coordinated better, Moose. Magic Mike and I, totally on the off the top. He's got his shirt, and I got this.
Your. Oh, look at this R2D2.
Oh wow,
Lego.
That's not the miniature one, buddy.
Nope, no, that's not.
Is that a full size?
Yeah, it is a full size. 2,300 pieces.
2,300. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how it looks next year when it's all completed.
Yeah, it's about a foot high, 12. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm stoked. Yeah, that was
looks like it's 3 foot high. It's
it
only
does.
A foot high.
yeah, and it is kind of deceptive, right?
Does it have like 20 bags or something in it?
Yeah, this is deceptive.
1 through 50. Bag number 50.
Hey, I'm working my way slowly to the Lord of the Rings tower. Slowly getting there. That's the one I want.
How about Magic Mike? You have a shirt on there that says "I'm your papa."
Yes, with Darth Vader on it. Yes,
Darth Vader on the front. Yeah, that's very good.
Nice.
My Father's Day gift's a little different. Actually, I own a similar version of this, but this is another one. It's a what? Do you know what this is? Game God? Do you know what this is?
That's a Bluetooth vintage radio, isn't it?
It is Bluetooth. You can use it as Bluetooth. I do not. This is a internet radio, is what this is. So,
internet. So is that RMS or RSS or whatever that's called?
Well, the RSS feed, no, but it is getting internet radio. You can have, I don't know how many channels you can search through, but there's tons and tons and tons.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of cool.
Have you used it? No.
I absolutely I have.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
I have.
He was excited because he shared that with me when we talked previously, and I was like, people still listen to internet radio? And turns out, yes, millions of people still listen to internet radio. I was unaware.
Wow. And so no service fee. I'm a little ignorant. No service fee. No, it's all free.
Nope,
free.
Yeah.
So that's PBS of the internet.
You could say that, and I mean you can be very intentional and specific with the genre that if you see a rock station, you can listen to rock. If you see pop station, you listen to pop or country or classical. They even have some stations that's just ambient music, just ambient sounds.
Oh, that's your station right there.
Yeah, that's my station,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
What was that?
That was a Star Trek sound. I'm actually going to do one just with Star Trek bridge noise, as we've done here on the podcast before.
yeah.
On screen, magnify.
24/7, always going. I think that would be cool.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it. Step into my office and it's Star Trek. And
Yeah. It's a bunch of bridge noise. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I want to throw in us another surprise topic other than the Father's Day. So,
Oh, hit me.
not included in our topics on the docket, but July's coming up, right?
Yeah.
We have 3 major movies coming out.
All right.
Oh, okay.
We have Jurassic Park Rebirth.
Okay. Yes.
We have Superman,
Right.
and we have Fantastic Four. First
Okay.
steps.
Oof.
Fantastic Four comes out in July. Wow.
It does. July 25th, I believe.
Okay.
Which
So what-
movie is
so it's,
going to do the most?
Okay, so before I can answer this, before I attempt to answer this, what's the order they come out?
Okay,
You know?
that's a great question, Game Guys.
Okay.
I'm surprised you asked that. I mean, I'm glad you asked that.
Oh, that's so wrong. That's so
What's
wrong.
going to be Jurassic Park, then Superman, and then the Fantastic Four?
Oh,
So I'm going to tell you, Jurassic Park smart. Get out of the way, get your 1 week's worth of numbers, because that's all you get. You get 1 week. So the question then becomes for me is, how much can Jurassic Park make in 1 week? Because that's all they're going to have. So,
Okay.
So I will tell you, I think that Fantastic Four is going to be second. I think the moneymaker is going to be Superman.
I think so too.
And I actually think it's a bad move for Fantastic Four to come out after Superman. I think it's just I don't think it's
interesting.
All right, so let's go ahead and layer this down a little bit more. Here's my prediction. My prediction is that the bottom is almost in order to what you've ranked there, but certainly Jurassic Park at the bottom of the total take. Now, there's a caveat here, Magic Mike.
Let's see what your
Here's the
caveat
hedging.
is.
Here's the hedging.
No, I think I know where he's going.
That is how this Avengers plays out. If there's a reveal in Avengers that is huge, that's big, I see they're the top dog. If
So
there's
you mean Fantastic Four, not Avengers?
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I was like, wow, we got Avengers coming out too. It's like
I'm in Fantastic Four. If Fantastic Four has a reveal that nobody sees coming, I think I think they take it home.
So I see what you're saying because they have the tailwind. So they can.
Here's the other piece. Here's the caveat that I would put in there, Moose, and this is where I thought you might have been going. Superman is going to do really good. I think it's going to be number 1, but I think it's going to do great. And I think what's going to happen is I think people are going to be excited after Superman and carry that into Fantastic Four. So I think Fantastic Four has a good opportunity to actually beat Superman because of that. Because we're talking about opening weekend.
Yeah.
So I really think that they have a good possibility.
Okay. Yeah, so it's funny. So both Superman and Fantastic Four are going on record. There is an end credit scene, right? And I've been looking at some of my sources, and supposedly the Superman end credit scene has something to do with Batman.
Okay.
Right. So which would be big if they do it right,
Big.
right?
Big.
Yes.
That would be big if they do it right. Now, the flip side is that I've also heard from Fantastic Four that there's some X-Men that's going to pop up in the end credit scene.
This
is Fantastic Four.
This is the key. If they pull off some surprise reveal, Fantastic Four is going to make money hand over fist, and I'll be one of them in giving them my money. I am not going to give Jurassic Park my money.
No, I'm not either.
No. We've already seen it.
You
gave it back. You gave it to them in the 90s.
Something.
Yeah.
So are you going to go for the opening weekend regardless for Fantastic Four, or are you going to wait and see if there's a big reveal?
No, I think I'm going to go anyway. But
Are you going for Superman as well?
I am going for Superman as well. Yeah.
How can you not?
So on that same token, for Fantastic Four, they have revealed the different collectible items you can get in the theaters.
Oh, by the way, don't go to the toy section in Target or anywhere.
Oh, they already show it.
You're going to see people there. You're going to see figures that I've already seen. I didn't see any surprises. No, by the way.
Okay.
But I'm saying that the toys were already there, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to.
So I really do appreciate. There's a Galactus head bucket popcorn coming out for.
I've seen a picture of something that could.
Yeah, and the eyes light up.
Oh yeah. So I saw a report that said this bucket could be like $80.
Yes, ooh. I did see the same report, 80 plus. Okay. I did see that, but let's be honest, Moose. Would you not spend it if you saw it?
I don't know.
I don't know about 80 bucks.
Come on now.
A little high.
And listen, if I saw it in person I felt it. I'm like, this is good stuff. I think it's got quality.
How
And the
much-
light and the eyes lit up. I'm in.
Okay, well, hold on. a second.
$80 for Game God. I'm not buying this, Moose.
Yeah, I'm not about it. Hey, Magic Mike, how much was the popcorn bucket at Disney for Star Wars night?
If I recall, I want to say it was $40 or $50.
It's $80 for
Higher
sure.
than that. See,
It's $80 for sure.
it's crazy.
It's $80 for sure. It's Galactus.
I
It doesn't
understand.
matter.
You're never gonna see him again in any other movie. It's Galactus.
I don't need a bucket to remind me of him. Not for
but-
$80.
So, I'm cool with that. I'm gonna buy it if it's there. But the problem is you
All right,
never
find
get
me one
these.
too, will
You never find these. I think this is all fake news, by the way. I never find these things. It's all
Yeah,
AI.
it
It's all
probably
AI.
is.
Every movie theater I ever go to, I'm going, hey, what kind of collectibles buckets yet? And they're like,
just paper
"Ah, we don't
buckets.
have any."
They got the
Hey,
bags.
I'm
You,
like,
you know
"Oh,
something else I didn't think we'd ever see again?
what's that?
Spaceballs.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
You know, I never
I
thought.
bet
this
you.
would be-
I bet you people don't know Spaceballs.
There's some that don't.
Yeah.
Um,
As he raises
He raised his hands for those. That's right. He raised his hands.
here's the thing. I never really thought this would ever have a sequel, but here we are. Mel Brooks
Mhm.
coming out with I don't know, is he coming out of retirement for this? Because
Yes.
Yes, he
literally
is.
he's he hasn't done anything in years.
What is he like? 102?
Yeah,
Well,
it feels like it, but
somebody's
his
come out of
role-
retirement with him.
His role in this, Rick Moranis.
That's correct.
Is incredible. That's incredible that he would actually come out of retirement for this particular role. But I got to tell you, that means it's going to be big. I think they're going to make a lot of money.
I think you're right.
I just really think everybody's going to see this thing. I think it's
Well,
going to be a lot.
Bill Pullman will be back in it as well, Moose. So I
Crazy, right?
yeah.
Okay.
There are a
So
few
let's-
that
let's
aren't going to
pause-
be in
let's-
it just because they're no longer with us, which is unfortunate. But I
John
I would see it. I would absolutely see this.
Okay. Let's pump the brakes a little bit here.
Oh boy.
Right? I'm with you with this. I will see it. 1987 is when it came out.
Mhm.
Right? We know it. It's our generation.
Right.
It's not going to make what you think it's going to make because we're thinking there's a lot of people like us that are going to go see it from our generation.
Listen.
And I don't think the younger generation is going to see it. They're going to be like, what is this? This
Okay,
is
well
stupid."
let me ask you, Game God, what would you think the opening weekend would be for Spaceballs 2?
65 million.
65. That would be first of all,
Are you kidding me?
if they hit 65 million, that's pretty good.
That's a success.
Yeah, that's
This is not a top tier. We're not talking about a Marvel
Hey,
movie.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't
I'm
expect-
curious now. I want to know what the other one did when they opened. The first one.
I'm thinking if they made 40 million, they were going to be doing well.
I'm with
Yeah.
you, Moose, because that is a success at 40 million.
So you give it a 60. I'm like, well, yeah, all right.
Inflation,
And here
baby,
he says it won't be
inflation.
good.
Inflation.
Oh,
Hey, so did you want to take a guess at the first one opening
I'd be
opening weekend?
happy to. 87. You
Yeah,
said?
87.
1987,
87.
June 26, 1987. What did
All
they
right, you
open?
ready? Total opening or total?
Opening.
Opening. 3 million.
That's not a bad guess.
Thank you,
What about
Mike.
you, Magic Mike?
Yeah, I would have been a little higher at 5 million.
So it's 6,600,000.
Okay.
6.6.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Now, just
That's
for the
pretty
sake
good
of
back
time,
then.
That's
yeah. So I will tell you what it made domestically over the course, just to save time.
just for fun.
Um,
17 million.
Okay, 17. Okay, so it did a 75% drop after the first
I meant-
weekend.
I meant total. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I meant total worldwide. 17.
Yeah. Magic Mike, since he said 17, what do you got?
I'm going to
$1.
say
$1.
$1.
$1. You win both
$1
showcases.
million.
So domestic only,
Only
38 million.
I know I said
Okay.
that, or you
Yeah.
said
Yeah, 38 million
38.
in
Wow.
in the yeah. It's not bad
Wow.
on a budget of 22.
Yeah. Yep.
See, that's what we're still looking at now. This budget's going to be a little higher.
Mhm.
We know that, but the intake is going to be a lot more.
It will be. Yep. Yep.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You're crazy.
I just don't think
65 million.
Everybody,
I know. I said 65, and it sounds high. I say 65 because when you look at the world of movies, and you look at, I guess 65 is high. I feel like if you do anything less than 50, it's a box office bomb.
Okay, that's
And
not
it's-
true.
Yeah,
But
it's
listen,
ridiculous.
I
so
know.
here's
I
the
know.
deal. Everybody who's alive, who saw the original, they're going to see the second one.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
All right.
So
Everybody,
you know you got that guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and if you, it said only half of them, are gone. The other half still going to see the movie.
Yeah. And they'll make up with inflation. They'll make
They
up.
will. They will. So now you have all the young bucks. You know, the young bucks, they're going to go see it because Star Wars. Let's be frank. And there's tons of animation out there. There's meaning that Star Wars has tons of different, intellectual properties that do well with younger generation. These kids are still going to go see Spaceballs.
Yeah.
It's just funny when you look at it because as you guys are talking, I'm looking at it. It finished in second opening weekend against. You will never guess the movie that it opened against.
87.
87. All right, you ready? I'm gonna guess. Can I guess?
Go ahead. Let's see what you do. Let's see. Listen. I'll get off the podcast right now if you guess the movie right.
Okay.
Here we go. Trying to.
All right. I'm gonna
don't get your hand off the mouse.
No, I've got to get you. I got to hover over you right now. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just so you know. All right. I'm gonna say it's Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yes.
I don't know what that is, but we're gonna go ahead. It's Dragnet.
Oh, wait a minute. He left. I got it right, Magic
Oh,
Mike.
you got it right.
Okay.
It's Dragnet.
Dragnet.
Oh, wow. With Tom Hanks?
I would not have guessed that though.
Yeah, I don't know who. It just says Dragnet.
okay.
So yeah, but
Tom Hanks.
whatever Dragnet. Yeah, I I'm like, I don't even
Was
think
that the remake with?
Yeah, that was a remake, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think our audience even knows what Dragnet is. Is that what is that? Is that a kung fu movie?
No, it's a cop show. It's a detective.
Yeah,
it's a
I
cop
know
show.
what it is.
No, you don't.
I do know what it is. I'm just looking it up for fun. It's the one with Tom Hanks and who's this guy here?
I would have
Dan
guessed The
Aykroyd.
Princess
Dan Aykroyd.
Bride because I think that was about that time.
Yeah, that could have been.
I don't know when that came
I
out.
think it may have been. Well, Princess Bride may have been a little before that.
Was it?
I'll find out for you. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
I'm
You
gonna say
might be right, Moose.
85.
Princess
85.
Bride was 87.
Was it?
87?
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Wow, Magic
Yep.
Mike. You get
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, October 9th.
Okay,
Okay.
well, that
So it was
doesn't mean
after.
anything to me, Game Guy. Thank you.
Yeah.
October. Well, June was
Oh, was it?
June was
June?
the
Okay.
release of Spaceballs, and so
Okay.
this is October 9th. So yeah.
All right.
Wow, 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, I just saw that.
For what? Spaceballs?
For Princess Bride.
Oh yeah, this
Have
it gets
you not
it's
seen
high.
it?
I haven't seen it.
What?
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. This is not an episode about what I've seen.
my-
This is
What happened?
ridiculous. Now you have to watch this.
This is not an episode about what I've watched.
Let
and
me
what
tell
I-
you how
Let me
cool
tell
of
you
a movie it was.
You could never beat us.
Andre the Giant's in it. I know that.
Yes, he is. But I went with several people. We rented out the theater when it came out a few years ago. Moose. I don't know. I think it's about 5 years ago. It got re-released, and we rented out the theater, and we filled up the theater. So
Nice.
that's how popular
Really?
that movie is.
It's huge. It's huge. Matter of fact, though, Game God, I'm going to challenge you to watch it before.
Does
the
it
new
age
podcast.
well? Did it age well?
Yes.
It actually ages just fine. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
All right. Is that the one with what's his name with the big nose?
Hey, stop rhyming. I mean it.
I forget his name.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut? I'm getting there. Hold on.
I was waiting. I was like, "Where you at,
I'm
Moose?"
coming. I'm coming. Jeez.
All right, so I gotta watch it for the next podcast. I can do that.
Uh,
what
that's
streaming
what you
service? What is
think
it
it
on
means.
Disney Plus? It's on
I
Disney
think it's
Plus.
on Disney. I think.
Yeah,
Is it
I'm
a
sure.
Disney property now.
It is.
I
Yes.
think it's
Yeah.
Disney Plus. Yeah, and just for contrast here, Spaceballs had a 52 on the tomato meter.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes.
It-
So.
Listen, it is a direct rip from it's a spoof.
Absolutely.
It's a spoof of Star Wars.
Yes, it is.
That's the reason why I hadn't seen it, because I don't like spoofs of my favorite shows. You know, but I
you'll
have
see
to
it
watch
now.
it. I have to watch it. Yeah, I have
Oh,
to.
you do. Yeah,
I have to. Magic Mike
Well,
gave
so-
me a copy of it. I think.
I did.
I think he gave me
I like how Magic Mike looked to the right. I did.
like a regular DVD. I think he did. I really do.
I still. Yeah, I did.
It was a spoof gift.
It was a spoof.
gift.
You gotta watch this. All right.
Speaking of spoofs, let's talk about.
hey, he's trying, Moose. Come on, let him go. Let him go.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead, keep going,
talk about
Magic
the
Mike.
second movies in a trilogy.
Okay, let's talk about them. I love it.
Go ahead, spoof it out. Spoof it out.
What happened?
I don't know. He was good, and then he just stopped. Did you unplug him? Did you knock him
I
off?
went for a drink and he stopped talking.
No, I started thinking about the spoofs, and the second it clicked. Maybe
My opportunity to take a drink, and he's
Gone.
me down.
Can't take no drink. No breaks for you, by the way.
Hey, game guy, why don't you pitch in here?
No, I'm on the passenger seat. I'm in the back.
You've been in the passenger seat since day one,
That's
since
good.
1976.
There you go. Push your wigs back.
That's it. It's true.
Go ahead. Sequels. Let's see what you got.
Hey, somebody posted this.
Oh, yeah, that was me. That was me. Did you
A
read it?
list. Yeah, a list of sequels that were better than the original.
Yes. And how did you like it? How did you like how'd you like that list?
It was just okay. I didn't agree with most of it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
I say most of it, maybe half of it.
okay. Can we break down some of them? How about that? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I tell you what if you could have given it a list, what list would you have given it? Because this list starts with I'll go in order. This is a Paddington, Paddington the Bear. You guys have seen that.
Yeah. I've read the book. I haven't seen it.
This one I actually agree with.
Paddington 2 being better. See, I thought that was right. I thought they were right on with it. Now, I'm not saying it should have broke the top 10. I'm just saying from the list.
Right.
That,
For all the sequels, Paddington Bear makes this one. I can't believe that.
And Moose, just to clarify what I agree with and don't agree with, not that I would have a different list, but I don't agree with the second ones being better than the original on some of these.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
All right,
That's what we're talking. Go ahead, keep going.
All right. Well, this one is the Unbreakable trilogy being you guys might remember these Unbreakable, Split, Glass. So you're telling me that
Split was the best out of all of them.
By the way, I should go in order here. It would have been Split, Glass, and Unbreakable.
No, Unbreakable was
no, it's right. Unbreakable was first. That's the one with Bruce Willis.
That's correct.
Split was the one with the multiple. Yeah, Split was the multiple personalities.
Okay.
And then Glass was all of them together.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys are right about that, but okay.
Yeah, we are.
It is.
Unbreakable
okay
to me was the best of the series because that was when we get started. We learn about
that's right.
We learn about the becoming a superhero and the antagonist and the protagonist, and the antagonist is trying to create the protagonist. He's trying to create the comic book in this. To me, that was the better of them.
So I will tell you, in the concept of what we're talking about as a trilogy, you're probably right? But I think as individual standalone, that the first one was the best out of the three, right? If you look at all three, Unbreakable was the best.
I don't know. I think that Split had more grit to it.
Yes, that's what I was going to get to. Yeah. And from an acting perspective, man, he pulled that off real spectacular. Yeah. So the last one I thought was like I could have lived without. By the way. Yeah, I
the weakest for sure. But for me, to me, it was Unbreakable was the first one.
All right, let's do this. The I don't even know what that one is. All right,
no, skip that one.
All right, here we go. This is a Magic Mike. How can you disagree with this? Mel Gibson Mad Max trilogy.
This one I don't disagree with. So I don't. I didn't say all the list. This one I agree with. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with this one as well.
So yeah, Mad Max is definitely better.
Road Warrior, baby. We don't need another hero.
No.
I know.
What? Which one you?
That's the third one, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously, he thinks the third one was better.
That was
no. That's the first song I thought of. Anyway.
All right, let's move on. All right, Blade 1, 2, and 3. Second Blade better. That is absolutely.
I disagree.
True. You can't disagree with that. Come on.
No, the first one was the best for me.
No way.
Yes, there's no way you can replace that opening sequence from Blade 1 where they're in the club. There's no way you can replace that. The soundtrack from Blade 1 was the best. There's so many one-liners, and there's so many one-liners in Blade 1. Blade 2, even though I like the antagonist in Blade 2, I didn't think it had enough punch. Blade 1 for me was wow, this movie's awesome. Right?
Yeah.
So
wow. I can't believe you. All right, let's move into the next, the Captain America trilogy. So this would encompass the first Avenger, Captain America Winter Soldier, which is the second, and then Captain America Civil War.
Whew, this was tough.
This
one is tough.
By the way, this is kind of unfair because Civil War is really an Avengers movie. It's not a Captain America movie.
Well, and for the purpose of this topic, Moose, this is sequels that were better than the first. So really doesn't even bring in anything
Well,
past
it's not
that.
trilogies, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
why we use
definitely
trilogy if that's
Winter
the case?
Soldier was definitely way better than Captain. I say way better. It was better than Captain America, the first Avenger.
Yeah. Absolutely agree with this.
But was it
100%.
better than the Civil War?
No, because Civil War is an Avengers movie. It's not a Captain America movie. They call it Captain America, but it wasn't a Captain America movie.
Yeah.
So if it's so I agree with you in that aspect. But if we're using Civil War is better.
Okay.
Yeah, agree.
I'm agreeing with this. Captain America, Winter Soldier, the second one.
Yeah,
is
it was great.
Absolutely.
Great. That action. There's no to this day the action sequences in Winter Soldier haven't been duplicated.
Yeah.
All right. So Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Number 2 is best. Come on, you can't.
No, absolutely.
I think the first one.
Yeah. How can you compete with great power comes great responsibility?
Yeah.
I mean,
the first
you
one.
hear that for the first time, and you're like, yes, this is it.
That was like the 10th time I've heard that thing. Give me a break.
Not in this series. It's the first time you hear it in this series.
No way.
Yep.
Number 2 is.
I'm with you, Magic Mike. The first one.
Thank you.
Nope, not enough. Not enough. 2
plus
Goblin.
1 plus 1 is 2.
Nope,
just want you to know.
Not enough Green Goblin, and that's why it was not. No. Okay, here we go. Lord of the Rings, 2 Towers, and
this is not even close, guys. Twin Towers. If we look at the first 3, the Twin Towers was the 2 Towers. Sorry,
2 Towers.
The 2 Towers was last for me. The first one is
I knew that.
Better.
Return of the King.
Return of the King. Is number 1.
Well, yeah, and if that is the best one, but even if this one doesn't beat out the first one. Absolutely incorrect.
Wow.
Well, I don't know about that. I think the second one.
The first one, the Fellowship of the Ring, was definitely better than 2 Towers.
I don't know, Moose. What do you think, Moose? I think it's Return of the King, 2 Towers, and Fellowship of the Ring.
Not even close.
I like 2 Towers.
Come on, Moose.
I don't know. I'm indifferent on this one. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness!
Here we go.
Look at this guy.
The Dark Knight. Clearly, the Dark Knight.
Second one,
sure. Hands down.
Yeah, you don't even think about. You're like, what was the first one? Whenever you hear that, you're still trying to figure out. What
For me, the
first one
series
was.
starts with the second one. The first one's.
I forget the third one ever existed because I hated that so much.
Yeah.
Certainly number.
Oh, what do you mean?
All right, and then
I'm going to get you, Batman.
Star Wars. Of course, Magic Mike disagrees here, but ultimately, Empire Strikes Back is just it has more grit.
I do agree with this one.
I
agree with this one.
So
I think that when you saw Star
from the
Wars,
perspective of being better than the first one, yes, but in the trilogy, it's Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry.
All right, let's do it.
But, it's funny is that when he doesn't want to use the third one, he doesn't use it. But when he wants to, he uses it.
Well,
no, I'm saying I agree with this. I'm agreeing with you guys for this being better than the
but
first
you didn't agree with the other ones when it was 3.
Game guys.
What other one?
Called hedging your bets, just so you know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm just pulling a moose.
Hey, what? How about Back to the Future, just for fun? Back to the Future.
Second one.
2.
Listen,
second one for me.
No,
Right there,
3
2.
was absolutely the best.
No, 2 is the best. Now, the only reason, so I'm the only one qualified to speak about these.
Oh boy.
Okay. So the only reason 1 would ever edge out 2 is the soundtrack in 1. I think is way
We're
better.
not talking about soundtracks.
In 2.
This is not part
I
of the
know. I know we're not. But the soundtrack of 1, I can listen to the soundtrack of 1 all day.
Yeah.
But the movie 2 was the
watch
best.
1 all day though. The same.
I
thing.
can't too.
Yeah.
I can't too.
Yeah.
Let me give you a nickel's worth of free advice.
All right. All right. Let's go to our really our last topic, unless Magic Mike wants to talk a lot about Apple. All right.
No.
Nintendo systems. Now, Game God, you used to be a gamer. Nintendo systems ranked from top 10 to 1. I don't know. Did you read the article? You probably didn't, did you?
Nope, but I don't need to read it to know what this is about.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. I don't need to read it, but go ahead.
So, how would you rank all Nintendo systems? We'll actually go through it. I won't rely on your
all of them. There's a lot. That's a lot.
Faded memory to try to figure out here. But we're gonna go
handhelds and everything.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the top 10 here. Yeah. I'm glad you read the post. All right, here we go. Let's go with this. Now, actually, we'll do the top. It starts off at 13. So here we go.
Yeah,
13.
13.
All right. Number 13, Virtual Boy.
Wow, Virtual Boy.
Yeah, you remember that?
That's the big red. make your
Yep.
eyes see red for like days after using it. But
I
I
can't see anything.
let me tell you, I owned one. I had 2 games for it.
All right.
Right.
Don't tell me about it.
I had them. Okay, I had 2 games. I'm surprised you don't have one now. By the
I
way,
know,
somewhere in
I'd
your
like to find
collection.
one. I want a Power Glove though, honestly. All right, here we
Right?
go.
Oh yeah.
We
So
will
yeah.
start
So Virtual Boy 13. Okay. So right now, yeah. Okay, we'll leave it last because I
All right,
can't. I don't.
number 12. All right. This saddens me a little bit.
Okay.
Wii U.
Wii U. Wii U was the one with the big.
How does he not even remember what it is?
He might sit right in because now he can't even think of what it looks like. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Man.
It was
How
like
long
the
did that
Nintendo-
last? 2 months.
It was like the Nintendo Switch before the Nintendo Switch. You
Yes,
remember
it was.
Listen.
Yep.
What did it last? 2 months? 3 months? Did it even break? Did it break any records? I don't think it did. They
No.
never had any systems to sell. I think this is the one that you couldn't find.
I got one right over there. Just
Yeah.
right.
When everybody was,
All
I think what do you pay for? $20.
Number
Oh,
11.
wow.
Number 11. Game Boy Color.
But let me tell you, son, I think that should be a little higher because when
Really?
this bad boy came out,
I thought so too until you hear the top ones, and I'm like,
Okay.
maybe not. Maybe not.
because when I remember, I wanted a Game Boy. As a matter of fact, I got the see-through purple, like the Game Boy Color. There. And let me tell you, when the letters came out in semi, it wasn't full color. It was semi color, like you had color tint.
It was
Technicolor.
Yeah.
Pastel colors.
Presented by Technicolor.
I tell you, I felt like I was the luckiest person in the world because this was
All
actually a cool system.
No,
I thought it
you're
was
right,
higher.
Moose. That this is you're like 11, and then you realize what's coming. So
Yeah, what's coming, right? All right, so number 10, Nintendo 3DS.
Wow, I thought that would be higher too. This is the first time they did. This is when they started doing the touchscreens.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
This is the first. This is the first. And the oh, so was it the 3D or the 3DS? Which one had the touchscreen? The 3D have the Nintendo 3D? Did they have the touchscreen as well? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Or was the
I don't
3DS
recall.
the first with the
I'm sure
touch?
it did. I'm
Well,
sure it did.
yeah. First of all, I thought all of these Nintendo handhelds did extremely well. So I'm surprised this is number 10. Now I'm curious to see what's ahead.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. All right. So here we go. So let's just move on here to number 9 and the Nintendo 64.
Listen, that's a top 3. That's a
Wow.
top 3 system. Why? Yes, that is a.
Top
How's
3?
that number 9? That has to be for me. That has to be number 3 for me because I would say number 1 is the Super Nintendo and number 2 is the NES.
well,
So
let's,
that would
we'll
have
get
to
there.
be number. That would have to. Okay.
This would be number 3. Interesting.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I disagree.
All right. Number 8, Nintendo DS.
Okay.
Number 7, Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I forgot. Now we got.
That's
some of these-
about right. I was surprised it's not a little lower.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, but it doesn't break my top. And the only reason why it doesn't break, I think it's perfectly placed. It's not a lot of games for it. I
Listen,
think
man,
that's
you were
what it
so
is.
sold on this and the Labo.
I'm
You were all about
not
it.
saying. Listen, it's 7th is a great spot. I think the 7th is a great spot. I haven't. This hasn't changed my top 3. Go
All
ahead,
right,
keep
okay.
going.
Okay.
Number 6, Game Boy.
Yes, I think
Now,
Game Boy was probably 5th. It would be 5th for me.
Really?
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it's interesting. Number 5 is GameCube, actually.
Oh, look at it. He's like, I forgot about the GameCube.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
had some great games.
Number
They had some great
4.
games. That would be 4 for me.
Number 4.
Nope. This
can't
list
wait.
is bogus.
No, hold on. And number 4, here we are. In Europe, they call this the SNES. In the US, they call it the Super NES.
Number 4.
Number
No.
4.
At number 4, Super NES.
No.
All right, here we
Super
go.
Nintendo. First of all, this is the best system. When you get retro games, you're looking for Super NES games. You're not looking for any other games. These had the
Listen,
one of the
you
largest
may be right
lineup.
about that.
One of the largest lineup. I bet you can remember every game you played on the Super Nintendo, the soundtrack, the music that went with it. You remember how to beat the game, the
I would-
codes that went with it.
I would play some of it right
Listen.
now, but we'd get a copyright
Yeah.
straight. All right, let's number 3. Here's the top 3. Ready? Here we go. Game Boy Advance. Now that
Never.
Oh,
Not
my
3.
goodness.
No.
What?
unbelievable.
I would readjust. I would push GameCube out. I would make this 4. I would because my GameCube would be 4, and I think that the what did I put for 5? I don't remember what I put
You don't
for
even
5.
remember.
But-
Yeah.
But I don't think this Game Boy Advance top 3. That's a lie.
How about the NES number 2?
I'm out. No, come on, man. What's number one? Let's get to number one. I want to know what's number one because apparently this broke the list.
What's missing?
What's missing?
Oh, wait
There's
a
only
minute.
one system that you can't think of. A major platform.
Yeah.
The Wii.
The Wii is number one.
No,
Yeah.
the Wii is not the number one. Just because everybody play Wii Sports, that doesn't make it. That doesn't make it. That's the only game that's sold on Wii.
20 years after the NES brought consoles back from the brink,
Yes.
Nintendo's home console business found itself in a tough spot. What'd they come out with? The Wii.
That's
They bring it
correct.
back.
Yep.
Listen. So now that I know the list,
It sounds kind of nuts, but people loved Wii Sports. And it was
So here's
immediately people were like, I mean, this is literally the first, VR, not VR, wearable, but this is the VR type of things that you're doing with your VR in your VRs right now. Today, the Wii did it.
Yeah. So here's my question to you, Game God, specifically because you're complaining about this. Are you basing yours on nostalgia?
Yes.
Or are you basing it on
No,
systems?
So what I'm basing it off of library of games is what I'm basing it off, right? So when I think about garbage, plenty of garbage.
Come on.
Listen, name me 5 games on the
Legend
Wii.
of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Ooh.
Okay, that's 1. And Wii Sports, that's 2. I gave
All
you
you have
one.
to say
All
is
right.
Legend of Zelda. That's it for any.
But Zelda
system.
came out on almost all the Nintendo systems that Zelda came out on. But what I'm saying is that when I look at the list, I look at, do they have a library of games? Were the games groundbreaking, or like do they last the test of time? And when I think about out of all those 13 systems we just went through, right?
Yeah.
You're not playing any game on any other system other than the Super Nintendo.
But
second to that would be the NES. Those are the only 2 systems that you're looking for the games.
Hear me out. Can I plead the case for the Wii?
You can, but it ain't gonna
All
work.
right. Who was playing NES? Who was playing it?
Everybody.
No, I disagree. Who was playing
So kids.
it?
I know where you're going.
Kids.
So you're saying the Wii has everybody playing it,
Everybody.
all
Right.
age groups.
That's right.
You got everybody
But
playing it.
so you're basing the fact that one game has made this system.
One
I'm
game.
I'm just making a case for the Wii is all I'm trying to do.
And that's a great case. That's why I say I think Game
It
Gods
is not a
is
great
based
case.
on nostalgia. I think that's what he's.
It's
basing
not
this
based on nostalgia. It's based on the fact that of
your
people
top 2 were NES and Super NES. Those are your top 2.
Because if you look at, first of all, NES was the pioneer, the grandfather, the godfather of games.
And what did you put
made
for number 3?
The video game, right? Number 3, I added
It was your
the,
N64 is what you said was number 3.
Yes, N64.
Those are all
so
older
okay,
systems.
and I'll tell you why. Well, all these systems are old. All of them are old.
I said
There's none of
older.
new systems. Oh, they're all old. Period. So the N64. Listen, you had GoldenEye
Okay.
on the
Yeah,
N64.
that's correct.
Everybody played GoldenEye. Everybody played GoldenEye.
Before the controller for the Wii came out, how many wireless controllers did you have that could mimic actions with your hand?
I'm not saying that the tech wasn't there. It definitely had some tech stuff, some groundbreaking tech stuff. I get it, right? But once you got past the 5 simple brainless games that came on that one disc,
Wow.
right?
What are you talking about? They had other ones that had like
They had tennis, golf.
Bowling.
They had bowling. Yeah, what was the other one they had on there?
Bowling was
They had frisbee. I don't know what they had. They had a bunch of silly
golf.
games, man.
Golf. Yeah.
So, but that's it. They're party games. That's it. There was no substance to those games.
Came out.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's
use a
exactly
wheel
right.
now. I could use a wheel to turn. Oh, wait a
listen.
minute. You want to do yoga? I got some yoga poses for you. Let's do it. Like they had everything. They had Wii Fit.
Hey, you know what? I bet you this should have came out during COVID. That's probably came out with COVID.
Oh my gosh.
You talking about the list?
You had Mario Kart going to Moose's point of racing.
Mario
Super
Kart
Mario
was on
Brothers
every-
with this
Mario
thing. Come
Kart-
on, you had several things. Smash Brothers.
Mario Kart was on every system except the NES.
And this is where you could use the Just Dance piece with those things. So yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
You're
Are you
just gonna
are you
lose
playing
this.
that now? Are you playing this now? Are you playing Just Dance now from the Wii?
Dance, yeah.
No.
When's
Are
the
you
last
are
time
you playing?
played
Hold
an
on.
NES
Hold on.
or Super NES?
So Super NES on Saturday I played Super Punch
you
Out
haven't
and I was
played
show-
that. You played a
Yes,
game.
I do. I have it on my
You
Steam
played
Deck.
a game.
I
You
played
have not
it. You want
played
me
the
to go get
Super
it?
NES.
I can get it. I can get
You
it.
have
I
not
played
played
it
the Super NES.
This past Saturday, I played Super Punch Out.
No. On Super NES?
Well, I don't have a Super NES.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. You got a
There
Wii?
you go.
But I played the game. I played
Do
the
you have a
game.
Wii?
I'm not playing Wii games.
Do you have
but
a Wii?
I can play. I
Do you
can
have a
play
Wii?
Wii games. I'm not
Do you have
playing.
a
There's
Wii?
nothing. There's
You
nothing
want to
in the
answer the
Wii.
question, Moose?
I don't have a Wii. I don't have any of these old systems anymore. Right? Moose has them. But what I'm telling you is, I am not going into the Wii library and say, "Oh, I miss playing that game. I miss playing Wii Sports. I miss playing the Yoga Extreme, whatever the game was called." Like
You're talking about the ones that you're talking about the ones that are obscure. You're not talking about the ones that were regular stuff like the Mario. You're not talking about those. Metroid Prime 3, Resident Evil. You're not talking about all these that came with Wii.
So Resident Evil on the Wii was garbage. Twilight Princess was good. Mario Kart was good, right? But those games come out on every system as well. What I'm saying is, as a library in its entirety, every single game, there is so much on the Super NES, NES, and on the N64 that you can say, I'd pick it up and play it right now, plug it up. You're not doing that with the Wii. I promise you that.
I'm not doing that.
You're not coming up right now and say, plug the Wii in, I want to play some golf. Woo!
I love the debate. I love it. I love it. I love to see. I'm glad.
Love that swing on the tennis. You got a nice forearm. Nice.
Yeah. There you go. Little tennis. See, you remember. Look at you.
Yeah, look at him. I bet
Magic Mike when he used to play. Magic Mike, 5 minutes in, he's got tennis elbow.
Listen, I bet he used to do Guitar Hero as well.
Yeah, he did.
I did do Guitar Hero.
Yeah, you loved it.
Guitar. Yeah, Guitar Hero.
See? That's your favorite game on the Wii.
Yeah, no, I never played it on the Wii.
I don't believe that one bit.
Listen, we want to hear your opinion about this. So you're certainly welcome to chime in whenever you want. And we'd love to. Game God would love to put his up and debate you on what they're.
I want to hear how many people will say Super NES was number 1, NES was number 2, N64 was number 3. Plain and simple. The rest of the systems, you can put in their Game Boy and all that stuff, but those are the kings. They're the ones that set the video game market to where it is right now.
Moose, he's going to say this when we're living the games in virtual reality. He'll still be saying, "Man, NES was number 1."
You know what that means? It's the best.
It's the best.
Don't give that game system a statue. Give him guts.
Well, hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. We definitely appreciate you listening to the podcast in its current form. We're always evolving. We're always asking for you to share it with a friend or wherever, because that's exactly how we continue to evolve. We plan on doing it again next week. Unless something changes, we will see you then.
I was just leaving.
Nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert, nerd alert.
You've been listening to Podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose, Game God, and Magic Mike. Nerds have more fun. If it's anything sci-fi, we're talking about it. We had fun, and we hope you did too. We have to split, but we'll be back soon. In the meantime, hit us up at podcast4sci-fi.com. This is Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Come to life.